Yeah. All right. Down. AC. I was going to get really hot in here real quickly. So are you going more for aesthetic looks today or functionality?
Functionality. What I'm doing is fine. That's fine.
I mean, there's always things you can work on. I'll just kind of show you the better ways to go about it. Like mirror work would be huge. Like if you would do the mirror work instead of like, going out there and just trying to hit balls and doing it, because the mirror thing and it allows you to bleed into it allows your biomechanics to bleed in quicker, right? Because when you hit, you have thousands of golf balls and swings ingrained into that biomechanical motion, right? Yeah. So even though you feel, and that's that feel versus real concept, even though you feel you're doing something, most likely it's not that different until you've really gotten here, looked at them, you're like, oh shit, that's the feeling. Like that's when you really start feeling it. Again, just because we put you in that position doesn't necessarily you're gonna have a great outcome. It's better in the long run, I guess you'd say, for less motion.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like it's way differently.
Yeah.
And I compare it to the video beforehand.
Yeah.
Almost the same exact.
100%. That's the dichotomy in this. It's like, what the hell, man. Now your top is a little steep, especially for a wedge, but it's going to take a little. One thing, a little bit of work to do. How am I doing it? Okay. Path slightly left. Now, when the path is good, the face is left. You're hitting out the ball, which is fun. So your hands are a little fast. So right now your path is pretty solid. We just need your club face to match the path more, right? So it needs, as you come through, you're gonna have to feel more hips and more wrist flexion, kind of dragging versus shutting at this point so much, right? Because you'll get through here and you'll shut a little bit. You want the hip dragging. People say, I don't feel it, but a lot of students tell me this. You feel like you're dragging your knuckles. I don't know that feeling, but some people get it. To me, I just feel like my lead left wrist is doing this longer, right? Instead of that motion, that little bit of wrist flexion changes a lot of club face angle. Good. Left. Up. So again, your inconsistency is just your hands are too fast, right? So you just got to get your hands more dialed in with the tempo. Feel like your club face is hanging out to the right through impact. All right, so a good drill would be kind of like put that club kind of back here and just turn. Keep it out like that more, right? See how the wrists are out like this more, because that's what we're trying to get to. One more time, try it again, and then now drag. That's that feel. Good one time. Now hips. Yeah, there you go. You see how that's kind of, again, that's over exaggerating it,
yeah.
But that's that club face more of the right feel. Better. Much better. Yeah, way better.
That's so perfect.
Right? So now, again, I don't care whether you do draw or left foot. I'm just trying to show you what I guess a more neutralized swing would feel with face the path.
Yeah.
So begins the microphone battle. Not as bad as you think, though, because your hands are starting to square up with your path better. Perfect. Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah, spinning. All right, so now take a look. You're just striking closer to zero now, right? Path is straighter. Again, path wasn't that bad to begin with, but the club face is matching up where it's traveling. Watch any part of that podcast as it like literally traveling. It's gonna be hard to keep the ball in front of you, right? Once your path is consistent enough, you just need to now trust your hands, right? And what kind of that feels like to you, so you can spread it across the board.
So far off the toe.
Yeah. You know your feels. That was high. So when the ball goes high, typically more often not, the hands are high and the finish are high. So the higher the top is and the higher the finish is, typically dictates how the flight goes. Obviously, ball position does matter, but if you're trying to load, like for me, I keep my wedge game probably lead arm no higher than my chest. I feel like my grip does not go above my shoulder, my collarbone. I keep it by my chest, and on the follow through, I almost feel like it's beneath my pec. Right, and that allows me to flight that. If I have a 62 wedge or something, flight a little better. Striking it, just a little flighty. So show like, I mean, it's a good shot. It's a great shot. Yeah. So like, okay.
So the full swing is.
Well, you can still full swing it and fly it lower, right? Stand right over there for a second. So meaning like if I'm here, I can make a full swing and flight it down that ball through more. It's not going to go as high, right? But it'll still get that carry we're looking for. Bad strike, but oh well.
These clubs are weird. It's a low swing weight, but the clubs themselves are heavier.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 130 gram shafts.
Oh shit, that is heavy. They didn't feel that heavy. Do you have weight? Do you have a counterweight in the grips?
I just have these freaking fat grips.
Okay.
Which I like a lot.
Yeah.
But it's just a preference, you know.
For sure. So your goal is, can you make that swing, but keep finish here more if you want to flight it lower instead of getting the hands all the way in the full swing finish. I mean, the swing good. Hands a little shut, but overall pretty good. Better. Try it again. I flight it, hit a little thin. Try it again, though.
Oh, good. Same thing.
Yep. Find that low point. It's a little thin. That's better. So see, it's not as high, right? Still a higher shot, but it's not as high. And the better you learn to fight your wedges, you're just gonna have more options in the bag.
Yeah.
You know, that's the bigger thing. A little thick. A little behind the ball, I'd say. Next club?
Yeah.
All right, we're thinking 7, 8, 9, 10, driver. Let's go 8. Like I said, so your swing's pretty good. Your path's pretty good so far. I'm not worried about your fundamental positioning unless that's something you like. When you look at it, if it drives you nuts and you have to change it, then you have to change it. But if you're okay with the results and you're like, okay, I need to put attention to that in time, then yeah, you slowly work on it. Like I said, if you're hitting greens and fairways and you're making that, I mean, look at what's the Scheffler?
Yeah.
That guy's got a crazy swing, but he killed it, right? Yardage 135 and 40, 150.
Only 155.
Perfect.
See if I'm not hitting it long, because when I pure a ball, I seem to gain like 10 yards.
Oh, 100%.
You know, these are solid body; they're not hollow.
Yeah.
So I don't need flyers, but just sometimes I just pound it.
Yeah, so you know, when you hit it pure, that ball just flies. Like the biggest thing about hitting it, people, I want more distance.
Yeah.
And the first thing, because they start talking about lag angle and ground force, and okay, all that's important. But if you go hit the club face 7 out of 10 times, it doesn't really matter how hard you swing. Be a good shot. Come back. Just a solid 8 iron. Like I said, your face to path is tight, right? This is what I'm looking at. Is my arrow pointing at my target line? Being face to path is negative 1.8. You have no gap really between where your club is pointing and traveling. You know, 165 carry is great for an 8 iron. I mean, I wouldn't worry about that stuff unless it's something you really need to change because it bugs you. Because right now, if you reproduce it, you'll be just fine.
So you got my head.
That happens. Welcome to golf.
Chipping a putt.
Chipping a putt.
Left.
That's
my main miss on the course.
Yeah, so to me, I'd say you might have go to top and pause real quick for me. That's a little too much hip. Oh, I'd do a little less hips there. Right about 45 degrees, right? So when I feel like my hip goes to my toe, you're kind of past that a little bit, which will cause you kind of turn and release the hands real quickly. Okay. So feel like your shoulders keep turning, but your hips stay a little less than what they're normally used to. There you go. It's going to keep it a lot tighter on that swing quickly.
That felt good. That felt really good.
Good.
Like I felt like I don't know. I feel like I can feel the club face. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. It keeps you more connected to your body, you know, so it's not too drifting away with the hands.
I feel like I'm okay with this right now.
Because it's not this left.
It's so much. I can tell that I'm doing something very differently.
Yeah, your striking is really good. Everything's pretty good. Your club face is a little open. Not used to that. There's not enough time in it, right? Because normally you have a lot more timing involved. Now it's just kind of figuring out what the sequence of events is. It's a good little miss right there. So that's a good miss. Like I said, you're hitting it just more square now.
Yeah, I want to play that. I just feel like
Fast and loose. Yeah. I mean, your hip turn was a little, it's probably going to 50, 55 degrees, around 40, 50 degrees, depending on the person.
Yeah.
It's a little thick off the toe and a little behind that one. It's going to come back though. You're just blocking. When you miss them, it's not that bad though. Little toey. So it's tightening that draw a lot too.
Yeah.
If you find the center of that club face, you'll be killing it. I mean, that's your face path is 1.1. So I mean, everything's firing right. It's just a matter of getting that club face a little bit more square to your target line, at least. Better. That sounded pure. It's not even taking. It's actually you're gaining distance. That's like 168.
Yeah.
170 carry, right? And you're doing less work, right?
Yeah.
Because you're now kind of loading the floor a little bit more. It's not so much that hip flaring open so much. It's going to keep you more together.
Satin on the toe. Right?
Yeah, but again, it's a different miss. Like you said, your miss is typically left 15 yards in that bunker. So these are more just kind of blocks right now. I would say probably push your hands a hair lower on setup. There you go. And kind of adjust yourself, get it back away or whatever, get comfortable, figure out that looseness, and then trust your work. Better contact. A little open.
Is that a fade?
That is more of a block cut. Like take a look, your face angle. So your face angle is just open, right?
Yeah.
Path is good. We kind of shorten the club a little bit. It does that. Hands just stayed open. So as you go over here, right? That club is just kind of pointing to the right, and then it stays open through there. See how kind of when here, the club face kind of opens a little bit. You see that little bit of loft increase in the club?
Yeah.
Right? That's just a little bit of high hands and not compressing the ball enough. Beautiful swing. That was better. Hair thick, but great strike. I'd say that's more toe action than anything that caused that, but it's not bad. You gotta keep that club face a little more open to that path.
It feels different, but it feels good. I feel like I should work on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what I would do is kind of stay where you're at. So go ahead and set up, and then kind of go. You're not going to hit this one. We're going to go all the way up. Just slow down into impact. Pause, hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Reset and try it again. So smooth up and slow and wind down. Let it fall into that ball. See what I'm saying? You got to get smoother. So it's still a little open right there. It's not bad, right? I would say kind of more here. So kind of lift up that back foot a little bit. There you go. See that weight transfers forward?
Yeah.
That's all I would say. You really have to just kind of get that, and the hands probably feel more down to there. You lost. that would be trapping and compressing it more, right? So when you come in, as you work with your irons, you're going to feel that your hands are kind of going into that lead leg and staying down on it more, right? And that's going to allow you to compress it more. Because your smash can go up a little bit. It's at 1.3, 1.4-ish would be better. 1.35 and above is pretty solid for an iron striker. Drop that right shoulder in here. Good. And relax. Look at that target and swing to your target now. See the shot. Heel strike? That's blocked. Yeah. Yeah. Toe strike. Nice. Opens right there. There you go. That was better. That's what you're looking for right there.
Just trying to hammer it into the ground instead of the ground before it. At least that's what I thought.
I mean, you got to figure out that, then just try it again. Same thing, just replicate that thought. A little fast, pretty good. Might be a hair drawing, but I think it's like 175 carats, 8 carry. It's a 9 iron. Is it 8 iron?
Yeah.
It's 190. Fuck, dude. Like I said, you don't have to change your position of your top of your swing. If you like the way it looks and you can hit 8 iron 190 and figure out how to maintain that, you're going to be killing it, right? It's all about impact position and trust and confidence. Find that smooth swing. So go ahead and set up for me. Let's go all the way up. Now, what you'd be looking for in real life, again, is more here feeling. Okay. Yeah.
My hand is
Yeah, right? Because when you stand up, it just feels like that, right? There's a little bit more pull here and pull there. You feel that kind of motion. That's kind of what you're feeling at the top of your swing. If you're trying to get in that perfect position, that's better. Yeah, and swing from there. Like, that's how you'd have to bleed it in. If you want to make that, do just that. So go all the way up, and I'll try to tell you where it's at, and then just turn. Smooth and relax. Swing. Kind of strengthen a little bit on the downswing. And that's the hard part about this stuff, because
just keeping it there.
It's keeping it there, and then not like going up or steepening it. It's just getting there, and then just turning and letting the arms just fall down, right? You're going to feel like the arms hang up and the hips start. Smooth up. Swing. Little steep, but you steepen it up a little bit, meaning when you got to here, it was good, and then that right side steepened from here a little bit, okay?
Keep trying that. I like it.
Smooth up. Good, now let the right arm just fall. Down swing. That was the motion, yeah. Little more tight, but that was it. It's really hard to do this shit. That's why I tell people, like, it's best, like, get a mirror behind you. Go buy one of those golf mirrors and bring it with you and just stack it, or even a camera, right? So you can see it, and then just turn your head back down and just turn. That's kind of how you bleed it in. It's really hard while making full swings. Smooth up and fall. Best one yet. Absolutely best one yet. Good. Smooth up. Yes. Better. Little, kind of retook it up a little bit on the backswing, like you got here, and then you kind of lift it and went again versus there and just let it fall. It's hard to do, so I'm just letting you know. Trust me. It took me like 6 months to figure out how to do it. Good. Smooth up. Just feel it. Now fall. Better motion. Again, the minute you go back to full swing, it's going to go right back to what you're used to. It's just the way this goes. It takes so long to bleed these positions in. So smooth up, freeze, turn. Best motion yet. There wasn't so much excess motion up here. It was just kind of together. Yeah. When it feels like you're just stuck and blocky.
I try to come into it with my hip instead.
Yeah, so exactly. So when I'm into here, I feel like I'm supporting the club, and once the lead hip goes, everything just relaxes. Like everything, chest and arms, it's like supporting, but it's like a 1.5, 2, and I just turn my body through it. Swing. Very good, just a little downswing. That was a great positioning, though. It looks solid. Where's your phone? I'll show you. You got a lab putter. I'm so jealous. I keep hitting it that one time.
Dude, it's I love it.
I know. I was actually really impressed with it.
It just always goes on my line. I can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, the lab putters are pretty saucy.
I still choose the wrong line, and I still miss putts. So just one less variable.
So go all the way up and smooth. Little high, swing. Better. So again, just so you have reference of what feel versus real looks like, and you drop it a little bit right there. So even that, your arms can go probably back a little bit more. Okay. So that's pretty good, but if you dropped it back a little bit more behind you, it'd be really good. But you can see the difference where the shaft is at compared to the forearm, you know? Yeah. Try it again one more time. Smooth up. And better, yeah, swing. Steepen at the very last motion. I'm going to show you. You hit the point right? And this is just tendency. Really good right there. Pretty good. Yeah, that's perfect, right? And then steepy, right? So right there's, where's that? Yeah. That's where we're looking more towards. Mm-hmm. That's a little steepy, right? But that's normal. It's just hard to break these habits. Try one more time, and then we'll just swing it out. Good, same thing. Smooth up. Let it kind of sit back and fall now. Yes, that was way better. You're like, why does it go there? This happens. But look. Way better, right? Look at that position in the fall. So now that was really good transition. You see that? Mm-hmm. Way better. Smoother, right? Yeah. Not so much moving parts. Again, you don't have to do these things. When you master it, you get more consistent because there's less functioning parts. Yeah. But again, if you can master what you're doing, it really doesn't matter as long as you know where the club is traveling and pointing.
I do want to simplify my golf swing. One thing too is I come in, sometimes I'll come to the line.
Yeah. So that's your natural swing, right? You cross path at the top, which is fine. It's just you could look at Matt Wolf, king of it, right? I haven't seen that guy in years. Where's he at? Is he still on tour?
Yeah, he's on live.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So swing it out?
Yeah, just swing it out and just, try to feel it. I'll tell you where you went. So that's pure crossed. Like 100% crossed.
Here?
Yeah. God. But that's how frustrating it is. You got to hit 1,000 balls like that just to move back 3 inches to 2 inches in your swing. Better, still crossed. Feel like that your left arm's going over your so yeah, feel like go higher with it. Feel like that's happening. I want you to feel like that's happening at the top of your swing. It's totally not going to do that. But I want you to feel like that's happening at the top of your swing in real time. Way better. Still a little crossy. That right hand's probably pretty engaged, I imagine, at the top. That was better though.
And I want to hit fade.
You want to hit a fade?
Not really.
Just cut across yourself. That's all you got to do. Like I said, if that's your normal swing and you can reproduce these things, it's fine. It will get stuck in your head a little bit. Once you start looking at your swing a lot, it's really easy to get lost.
Yeah. All that now. Not your fault. Not your fault.
No, you're just overthinking, right?
Yeah.
Clear the mind up, feel your swing more. Don't worry about the mechanics as much, right? Just try to find that low point and trust your work more. Not a bad miss. Try to feel like you're squatting a hair more. See if that helps. There you go. That should help you. Better. That's just not allow you to not get so steep on it. So again, I would just go up, feel here, and turn. Just find the impact real quick. Boom. Yeah, so take a look. There you go. Exactly. Now relax. There you go. That's better. Better motion. That was a good swing. Strike's a little thick. Go ahead and set up for me.
Can I try to top one?
Yeah, if you want. Now, what I would say be an easier fix than that, go ahead and set up. Just tuck your right shoulder or trailing shoulder into your pocket more. Like it's almost going to go inside to your right hip. Yeah, keep it right there. Just keep that thing down and in. It should help you get a lot more cleaner strike. Little tiny titches. So doing this, like if we're here, we're going to be steeper. Right? We're going to come steeper down. But if I tuck it in, I'm forced to drop and shallow out that trailing arm a little bit. Now you find that low point way better. So now it's just keeping that club face. So we hit it square down the middle with a draw. So club face, a little square target line. Beautiful. How'd that feel?
Fat, but better.
I mean, swing solid. Gotta find that. Again, I would say probably impact your hips, your weight pressure is probably still 50-50. So when you get into the ball impact, you should be like 70, like 80-20 almost exactly on that lean side. If you keep hitting it thick, scoot back an inch too. That'll definitely get you away from the ball. Because when you set up to it and your ball's pretty on the heel club, there you go. And I'll just keep your feet or body a little further away from you. There you go. Get a little more reachy. See if that helps at all. There you go. So you have to play with that depth a little bit. If you keep hitting thick, right, it's got to be okay. Am I steep? Am I too close? You know, Is my weight transferring? There you go. Now you got to keep that club face open a little bit. What's the path on that? Yeah, 6 degrees path, negative 1.7 face. So just feel like your hips are, when you're at impact, you're going to feel your body's a little bit more open. So, yeah, you're going to feel like that's happening a little bit. So you're, again, dragging that through here more. There you go. Feel like your hands go after your follow through in a sense. Good. Now you just got to find that low point. So that's more face to path tightening up right there. Tighter. Hit a little behind. Look, you're just bottoming up behind the ball a little bit, right? That was better transition. Way better swing. Way better swing there. That was tight. Way better.
I feel it. I think I feel it.
That more kind of here feeling instead of kind of there, right? Transitioning forward and keeping those hands flexion back in a wrist flexion. Shutty. Better contact though. You didn't hit the ground so much. So I'd say that's one of your issues is kind of low point, right? Meaning where's my club bottoming out?
Yeah.
And where's my club pointing? Your path is pretty consistent. Just a little bit more toe than that. Yeah, it's a little toe striky. That was better. I mean, you do, when you hit it well, you hit it great, man. It's pretty good.
The other day, I shot a 39 on the front nine.
Okay.
And then a 45 on the back.
What happened on the back?
Not much different. I think it's management.
Okay.
It was a pretty tough course in Arizona.
So on this shot, keep your hips more stacked on your leg for you. There you go. Stay right there. And don't let that weight come off that lead side. See if that helps. Better strike.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Where's that low point that I'm looking for? Low point is 2.4. That's what I'm looking for. That's better. Yeah, take a look at that.
2.4A is after.
Yeah, so behind, after. So you want to always be at least, with that club, at least 2 inches in front of the ball. It means your leading edge is coming underneath it and then is bottoming out over here instead of bottoming out down there. Cleaner. Fast hands. Better strike though. Look at that. Way more center club face. Yeah, there's 2A. We're good. Way cleaner. Again, just got to find the wrist angle, the wrist flexion now, or where your club face is pointing. Strikes a million times better. It's going to come back.
Is my descent angle too much, or is it?
Like, I mean, is it traveling? Is it falling down too quickly?
Let's say, like, hypothetically, I'm I'm coming from this angle,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be easier to hit the ball first and ground. If I'm coming from here,
Uh-huh.
you know, if I'm swinging too flat
Mhm.
to the ground, it's going to be a toss-up if I hit the ground first.
100%. I hear what you're saying. Stand right here for a second. So, yeah. Ultimately, if I just stood here and moved, I said, okay, that's how the club wants to be hit at impact, right? That's set up. Well, how do I get there? Okay, for me, it's like, okay, well, I can't just push my hands there, right? Because I got to use my lower body to push my hands there, right? So, yeah, you're going to feel like you're doing that, but you're not like on that left side because the upper body or the buttons, I always say your nose is more at the back side of the golf ball field or at the golf ball, and your sternum is kind of just in front of it instead of leaning everything on that lead side. So even though I'm turning to press my hips or to use my hips to press my hands, my upper body's not going down with it. Yeah. If the upper body goes down with it, I'm going to go steep into it. But if as I'm turning, I'm kind of dropping that right side a little bit, but maintaining, then I can come through all the time like that, right? Versus most you'll try to learn compression like that, right? And that's where they get lost. So learn how to come in, lower body's turning, lead shoulder opens here, that right shoulder drop back, head stays back, and the hips fire. And that kind of maintains that look where you're just kind of boom, a little left, but that'll work. Oh, that's straightish. Clean. There you go. He's back, baby. I mean, when you hit it pure, you hit a freaking massive 8-iron, dude. Like 170 is not no joke for an 8-iron. 160 is good. 160 is really good for most players. When you hit that 190 one, I was like, holy shit, what did you do there?
I just snapped my wrist.
Okay.
So like, if I ever want to gain 20 yards, I can. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, so it's one of those things like it's good to learn it. So when you have to do like an 8-iron over a tree that flies over, you're like, I can do it. It's like, how often is it? Like 1 every 10 rounds?
Yeah.
It's a hair thick on that one. It's going to be a good outcome. That's a good one right there. Really fluid. Whatever that swing was, you need to bottle that because that was solid, right? That's what your stock 8-iron should be doing. That's perfect, all right? What I like about that, I look at your numbers, the carry and the total is pretty close. It's what you want for an approach shot. Your face angle is about 50% of your club path for you. It would be perfect at like 1/3, but at 50%, it's going to come back in, which is perfect. It won't overshoot. It'll go back to your target line. Smash is at 1.35. That's not bad. Your face of path is tight, and you're after the ball in the low point. So all those things scream that's a good shot.
Sometimes the feel pushing my hands farther away from my body.
At the top?
Yeah. Well, as I'm coming down.
Okay. What part? Sorry, I was texting.
Like, I feel like I'm pushing my hands on myself.
On the downswing?
The downswing. It makes it feel more fluid to me.
Okay. Again, your feel may not be my feel, but as long as you know what you're doing, that's the biggest thing. That was a different ball.
Felt funny.
You could also put that ball about a half inch to an inch back in your stance more, and it would definitely help with your face. Right? It's a little center stance. I always put my 8-iron, like, I would say 3/4 mid back, right? So, and I'm really over here with my weight. I just stay there and I kind of punch it more to tap it. Should pop off a little differently.
Started last.
That again.
I like it though.
The feel of it's different, right?
Yeah, and I feel like I can just pinch it.
You'll have a tighter impact if you figure it out. There's just fast hands on that one. Not better. I think if you figured that ball consistent ball position, because it looked about an inch forward. It wasn't bad, but it looked just center, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, at least for me, I have mine probably more for an 8-iron to mid back, but I'm really kind of trapping that ball and flighting it.
Yeah. Because when you're hitting an 8-iron, you're aiming for the green.
Yeah, I mean, like anything inside 150, you're not trying to hit the bomb. You're just trying to play darts and hit a choke up wedge and get it within 3 feet, 4 feet. Like that's my mentality, at least. I mean, it's a way smaller miss, you know. Yeah. It doesn't give the hands enough time to shut so quickly. Good. You see how it kind of brings that striking down consistently?
Yeah.
I mean, you're still munching it, dude. It's 168, 165 carry. It's not bad for an 8-iron. Yeah.
You drive it well?
Yeah, absolutely.
How much time you got?
15-ish. We got a little time if you need. If I don't mind you, each time my buddy gets here, I have something fluoride in it. I'm so crazy these days, dude. Brother. I mean, there's truth to all that stuff, somewhat of it. Who was talking about this morning? I was watching a podcast, that healthy dude that was doing it. Not Gary V. This other guy was talking about that.
I don't know, Andrew Tate.
No, Andrew Tate's crazy. I love him, though. It's fun to watch. Who am I talking about? Not a bad miss. What tee did you grab there?
The short one. I do like the short tees.
Okay.
I like to know more shorter.
I mean, it's if you want, if you watch Tiger's Fairway Finders, the video, IGL or whatever, Fairway Finder was like that, mid-size, but his big one, nothing changed positioning. The tee height changed. That was about it.
Yeah. I feel like, because when I tee it up high, I tend to miss left a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that will increase the draw more often than not. Path is good. Face a little shut. Strikes a little off.
Toe?
Nah, just center high in the face. I would just say, if anything, try to keep the spine behind the ball longer through follow through. So through here, that spine's back more. Yeah, exactly. Still a little high. Oh, better, brought it down a 1/4 inch. That's a little big. Go and set up for me.
Path is too much in to out.
Yeah, 7 degrees is a lot. I mean, for a driver, it's not horrible, but it's not double digits. Go ahead and set up for me. I'm just going to make you feel like that's more in your way. So it's going to kind of force you to keep that club kind of out. Now that's a little tighter path there, right? It's not so exaggerated.
Did that go 220 in the air?
No, 200 rolled out 260, but your
203.
yeah, but your
I hit my
path was
8 on
tighter.
that far.
Yeah, you do. So let me give you a little bit more room one more time. We got set up. Just gonna give you a little bit more here. Again, you just want to make sure you find that straighter path and get the face angle dialed in. A little off the toe, yeah. So all of that last turn was just the toe strike. That face to path is super tight right there.
Yeah.
That was more the toe strike than anything. Put that tee a little more center of that mat. There you go. Now this next one, I think we talked about this last time we worked on driver. Try to keep that takeaway very low because you're lifting it up and it's bringing your angle of attack very choppy. So you need to like drag that takeaway or the club head back low as you can and return the same. I don't care if you hover, just keep it low. Yes. Changed that strike completely, didn't it? A little open. Path's better, face a little open. The path is great now. It's fantastic. It's just, can we get the, so that was 230 carry. We just got to get the hand shot now, or squared more. Tuck that right shoulder in here. Yeah, right there. You're just drifting into it. You're very close on that one. Okay. So go ahead and top your swing and pause for me. So go to the top all the way. Now I want you to get more on your back foot. Yeah, stay back there as long as you can. Let it start falling, and yeah, now transfer your weight forward and keep the spine back though. There you go. That's the fun part, right? So you got to feel very much here, and then the lower body drives, but my buttons or my spine stay more behind it instead of shifting in. When you shift in, you're going to downswing. So we got to keep the spine back and the shoulders kind of going up to create that upswing more. Drop kicked it a little bit. Try it again. Big path on that one. Where is my angle of attack at? So your attack angle's down. We're trying to get, 1 or 2 degrees up if possible, right?
Last time I came to this positive.
Well, that was just that one shot. Better. Way better swing. I don't care about that all day. That's a good shot. So now you're bringing that strike down a 1/4 inch the closer to the club face, right? Better. Very much tighter. And you do want to, your low point should be behind the ball, right? Because the lowest point of the driver swing should be behind the golf ball, so it's extending up. Yeah. So that attack angle is way better. Good. So you're striking it better. Now you got to square it up. A little off the toe. Wasn't horrible. So now, if I kind of take this bucket out, so that's what we're looking at. 4.5 B is actually pretty good. I take this out of your way now. Let's see what happens. Chop that one. Straight. I mean, you hit it dead straight. What's the angle? I felt like it swung down on that. Now with this one, I get your hands a little flatter at the top, right? Feeling kind of more, your arms kind of back here because you're getting there. It's getting a little steepy looking. Solid stuff. So when you get to the top, what you're gonna have to kind of feel in real time, go all the way to the top and pause. Your feel is kind of going to have to be like, yeah, that almost, like in real time. Like that's super back there, but in real time, that's probably what you're going to have to feel. Way better, way better. And that's just neutralizing the top of your swing more. Yeah. So again, you can get away with crossing a lot with the iron, but the longer the club gets, it's going to take a lot of motion to get it back in the plane. Try that same feel again. Crossed that one a hair at the top, but it wasn't bad. Little toe heel. Ooh, good strike though. So that was a little crossy at the top. How's it going? Heck yeah. Feels good?
Yeah, we're just hanging out here.
That's good, dude. Come on in.
What was your name?
I'm Eric.
Eric. Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. You're striking way better. What a good drill would be to do, especially for a driver, would kind of feel like you're keeping your right elbow down or putting that glove underneath your armpit and getting all the way here. Because you're just getting there a lot, right? Yeah. So ideally, if we can get you here instead of there, I mean, you can still have width. It's just going to feel way different for you. So go all up and pause. Show me that position one more time. Smooth up. Yeah, that's the feel. In real time, that's the feel for you. Yep. Straighter swing, look at that. Yeah. So that's a matter of just getting used to that awkwardness, but that's everything more straight down the line. A little drop kicky maybe, but that strike was dead nuts center. Just a hair of a drop right there, yeah. But the path is tighter. That looks good. Little crossy at the top, snap on you. Pretty good. Heel strike. That's fun. Just for reference too, like go ahead and set up for me. Everything looks great there. Right, so takeaway is more right to here, so bring it back to that takeaway position, boom. More here feeling, okay? And go all the way up to the top. Yeah, that's gonna be more here feeling to you in real time, even though in the real world it's more here, right? Real time is gonna feel there, and then from there it's just to hear more, right? And then from there we just turn into it. Okay. little crossy at the top. It's going to work out though. Heel strike. Yeah. Your path is way tighter now.
Am I just going too high? If I shorten my backswing, will be less crossy.
So if I showed, if you lowered your left arm, it would, like at the top, if your left arm went more across your chest feeling and stayed there, yeah, like that in real time. Again, that's really over exaggerating it. You'll feel it a little closer to that. Your path is making the angle of attack. Another great draw. This is the one I used to always do. All right. So we're here. Okay.
Yeah.
I bring my right elbow into my rib cage and then push it away a little bit. So I feel like I'm just doing a half swing. In real time, you're getting to there, but it feels like this when you feel it for the first time. So I do that and I practice on getting more, because when you can kind of use a hockey stick or that grip, you're going to keep that right arm. It's hard to get it separated like this now, right? And that's just a great drill to feel the more swing plane, because right now your swing plane starts here and it just kind of gets there by that trailing hand. So if I drop my right elbow down and then just turn, right? So then another one I'll do is I'll go shoulder turn and I'll catch it. And to me, when I close my eyes, what I learned, like it felt like I was doing, it felt like I was holding either a pizza box or a tray of drinks, right? I kind of felt that feel a little bit. And if I do that, I'm just going to arm wrestle it over. So go ahead and we'll park this one out and see if it makes a difference for you. It'll be hard, but we'll try it. Driver is always the hard to do this with. So we'll go smooth up and pause. Freeze. Now let it sit. There you go. Now let it just fall down. Better motion. That was the plan. So I mean, I can tell you've been working on it, because you can get there pretty quickly. I don't have to move you too much. It's really going to come down to you just not hitting a whole bunch of balls, really, and just try to find that position and then just slowly kind of let the ball get in the way of your swing. Like, the best thing I ever heard was, don't try to hit the ball. Try to create a swing, let the ball get in front of your swing, right? So that way you're making a motion versus trying to hit that ball, because when we do that, that's when we squeeze the club, that's when we throw things at it and positions get a little bit off. Better. Yes, swing. Very good. That was the best looking motion yet. Absolutely beautiful. Yes. Right? That's going to happen when you're learning it, but again, the positioning looks more fundamental, what you're looking for. It'll take a little time to let it bleed in, though. The other T disappear?
No, I just picked this.
Okay, cool. No worries. Whatever makes you happy. Yep. Yes. So now can you get your club face a little bit more square? Yeah. Better. Beautiful. Like, that's literally what you're doing right there is what it takes to make changes in your golf swing. And it's just horrible. No one wants to do it.
I mean, I got limited balls.
You might get it. I mean, literally, it's easier than actually golf balls. And you'll go out there and might play really good golf. So show me the top of that swing. Yes, better. Swing. You know, when I can't find my drive, this is pretty much how I learned to re-hit my driver. And as you get better and better at it, you're going to understand, oh, this is really all it takes, and you'll learn how to apply pressure in the right spots. Smooth up, find that spot nice, and clean swing. Better. Right. So again, you can find it.
Yeah.
Right. Way better, right? You could probably go a little lower with it, get that right up down if you wanted to. But the bigger thing I'm looking for is for that shaft matching my arms and my hand. So like everything's kind of flat on that plane.
Swing a couple out, get out of here.
Yeah, whatever works, man. I'm just waiting. He'll be here for a few minutes. Apparently. A little crossy, but it'll work out. Do you have any questions?
Nah.
You understand what I mean? You told me what you wanted to work on. I'm just kind of giving you the key points.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to overwhelm it. It's easy to get overwhelmed.
Sometimes I just think about one thing.
Yeah, for sure. One thing is all you should be focusing on when you're working on one thing. You know? It's hard 3 things at once. A little crossy.
I can tell when I'm crossy because I can see the club head.
Yeah. So that one thing I remember that. Yeah, that is definitely one thing I made. Can I see my club head at the top of my swing? If I can, I'm probably over swinging. That was different. That was the best one yet. Way better. Way better. I mean, that's the thing. You're gonna gain more distance when you get your strike better.
Yeah.
Your strike a little wonky. It's a little over the place. Your path is solid. Everything else looks really good. It's just a matter of your striking more than anything at this point.